too.
96.3 WHUR. This is the Insight segment. Your questions or comments at 202-432-WHUR or toll free 1-800-221-WHUR. Now, Insight.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Molette Green. Harold Fisher is off tonight. A summer getaway can be budget friendly, and in these tough economic times, you really have to think outside the box and come up with some good answers. Style expert George WORRELL is back with some great advice. If you want to join our discussion, give us a call. 202-432-WHUR. That's 202-432-9487. And from outside the local listening area, the number to call is 1-800-221-WHUR. George WORRELL, welcome back.
Hey, Molette, how are you?
I'm doing great. You know, no matter what our budget is, we can all take a vacation, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're here to tell us.
But the premise is have some money. Budget means that it's going to be lower than what you usually would spend. A lot of times people think, I can go to England for $200 and
Not
stay
gonna
there
happen.
stay 3 weeks. Not going to happen. Yeah.
Okay, so I think most of us are realistic about our expectations. At least we hope.
We hope.
So what's the best way to start? You know you have to have spend some money, but you don't have a whole lot of money. And I guess one of your best suggestions is to rediscover cities and places close to you.
Close to you. A couple of my favorite places are Ocean City, Maryland, which is about 2 hours away. I did this, my friend Althena and I went down, and we decided to do it that morning. And, put the top down on the car. Of course, we were not really ready with supplies, so we met at Target, which is across the street from me, picked up items. Everything was on clearance. Most stores have their fall stuff out, so the summer things are on clearance. So we picked up a bathing suit, we picked up a basket, got some water, got some ice, went on down. We did a day trip, actually.
Yeah.
And it was Memorial Day weekend, and I had guests in, so I was a little tired and I needed a getaway. It was perfect.
And the Washington area is really good for quick getaways, a day trip, even an overnight stay somewhere.
Yeah.
It's the perfect place, and we really have to think outside the box. No, we can't afford that big trip to Italy this year, but
you're going to need something because all of us work hard. There's a lot going on. I'm still reeling from, when business was bad, all those types of things with the stock market and all those types of things. So when you're just recovering, you do need a break. Now, this is what I did last week. I decided that I love convertibles. And
I don't. It's bad on your hair.
Well, you can put a scarf on or put a hat on when you get there.
I got off
the
subject.
But for me, But what I did was I went to Travelocity, and they had a special 5 days for $141 for a mid-sized car. When I got there, I upgraded, and they only charged me like $15 more, and I got a 2010 Mustang. It only had like 100 miles on it. So I did that, put my Aretha Franklin on, and rock steady, baby.
Really?
Got on the road, went to my parents in New Jersey, stayed overnight, went to Philadelphia, did Hotels.com, got a 4-star hotel in Rittenhouse Square for $111, taxes, everything included, hung out in Rittenhouse Square, found this cute little diner that was inexpensive. They played jazz. They had a blue plate special or all these specials, had a salad, had a really wonderful meal. Then I drove to New York, and I drove Route 30, so I missed all the tolls on the New Jersey Turnpike almost till I got to New York.
Good idea.
So then I checked into my favorite hotel, which is St. Gil's, but I got a special. It was $189, and got a suite. There's a diner across the street that I like. I mean, it's affordable. It ended up costing me for a 3-day junket with gas, tolls, and everything, $600.
Now, look. I always hear about people like you and other people who say, hey, I got these great deals. I went to Travelocity, Hotel.com, and then I go and I don't see any of these deals. So what is the secret to getting those deals?
You have to check online different times. Sometimes
2 a.m?
What you can.
Okay.
But I stumbled on it. Like I was scheduling to go see a friend in Long Beach. And for some reason, right now, the plane fares are high. So I got something. I registered with Travelocity. I registered with Hotel.com.
Okay.
And they send me emails. People say, I don't want all these trash emails, but you never know what kind of bargains you're going to get in that email. And I ended up being able to get a round trip to L.A. for $250, including tax.
Okay.
And then, you can do
So
your
the trick
hotel
is
as
you
well.
got to sign up. You do
Sign
have to
up,
sign
yeah.
up. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I think a lot of people are really saving money, and you tell me, and doing nice trips to New York City by catching these buses, these Megabus, Volt Bus.
Megabus.com
Yeah.
is my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're really nice. They're clean, comfortable.
You can do your laptop. As my mother would say, I go out online and I do my work, or I put a movie into my DVD player on my laptop and I view a movie. It's 4 hours, like the time that you could drive to New York. And it makes one stop in Baltimore, and then you're there. It drops you off at 7th and 29th. So, and they run every hour.
Yeah.
And it's like $40
Yeah.
round trip.
If you're just joining us, we're talking to style expert George WORRELL. He is giving us some great vacation budget tips for taking a vacation. August is a big vacation month, and a lot of people probably are thinking, oh, wow, I can't afford to do anything with the kids, with hubby. But there are some things that we can do. We just might not be able to do the traditional vacation, and that's what we're talking about here.
That's what we're talking about. And hopefully you have some money saved, or you know what the budget is. You can stay within your budget. I think a lot of times what happens is we go and, like me, I'm a Daffy's fan, and Century 21, all of those places. We don't have them here, but they're in Philadelphia and New York. And my hotel happened to be like a block away. But I was able, sometimes you want to do a little shopping. You get T-shirts on the beach if you're in Ocean City, or you can go to Daffy's, these discount places. I bought a $300 jacket for $40. So you're really not breaking the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Whenever I go on a vacation, I do want to buy a couple of new things just to have some fresh stuff in the suitcase.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some shopping pieces that. Couple of key things we can get, not necessarily pay a whole bunch of money for.
Well, you can Marshalls, Filene's, all of those Lomans, all of those places. You can do shorts now. Like I said, everything's in clearance.
Yeah, this is a great time.
This is a great time to buy for next year. You can go get coveralls for your bathing suits. Whatever you want, you can get it because the fall things are out now.
Let's switch gears a little bit and talk about a nice getaway that could be with friends or family at their beach house. I think you can save a lot of money by hanging out with somebody else at their cool place.
But also, too, in these instances, people think that they're going to save a whole lot of money, but when you're going to someone else's house, it's at their expense.
Yeah, it is.
So bring something. Anybody that knows me, that's what I always say. Have money, bring something.
Bring what, George?
Well, you can bring food. You can bring...
What do you mean? Go to the grocery store?
Well, yeah. If you're going to be on the beach, like a friend of mine, she has a house in Avalon, New Jersey.
I need to know your friends, but go on. Go on.
They stock everything. Just have money and offer, or take your guest out for dinner. So everything's not on them. Or offer, say, hey, I know if it's a rental, say, hey, it's $600 a week or a month or whatever it is. Let's go half on it so that it's equal. So it's not all on the host.
Well, what should the host do, though? Because if you're going to someone's house, you have expectations, too, from the person who is hosting you.
Yeah, that it's
Correct?
nice and clean. And that they're...
Wash the sheets.
Wash the sheets. Everything. That when you come in, that it's everybody knows is on the same accord. This is a halfway for me because I'm a dog owner. It's suggested by the experts that if you have people who are really allergic to dogs or cats or any type of animal, that they put them away. But I love my dog. I like you. So if it's that bad, then maybe my house is not the place to stay.
Yeah, sure.
So, but
and
you try to be as accommodating as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and your friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people smoke still. That's not a good area to stay at the house. So whatever it is, let's see if you can stay together and be together and have a great time.
To join our conversation, give us a call here at 202-432-WHUR. That's 202-432-9487. And Aretha is on the phone from Bowie, Maryland. Good evening, Aretha. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Good evening, and thank you so much for this discussion. And I needed to know the name of the hotel that he mentioned in New York City.
Yeah, I went to, it's the St. Gilles. It's st.giles.com. And it's a fabulous hotel. You can also join Starwoods. And what they do is they have specials, but then they'll give you a free upgrade. But let me tell you what you do, Aretha. always when you go to hotels, get to know the concierge